Gary, we're here today for the first day of Meath Enterprise Week. Can you tell me what Meath Enterprise has in store for startups today?
So today we're starting off, Meath Enterprise Week kicks off with the AIB Startup Academy, and basically that's a collaboration between Entrepreneur Academy and AIB to basically help startup companies figure out their plans and strategies or whatever they need or may need to kind of evolve and grow and develop. They'll end up being introduced to the local enterprise offices and various other elements and state agencies that are out there to support them. And the Startup Academy is all about introducing them to this and helping them get that first step or get on the ladder. So we're delighted as part of Meath Enterprise Week to be supporting that, because Meath Enterprise Week is all about supporting startups and scale-ups and helping people take that first step, but also helping people network, come together and learn about what is on offer and meet like-minded people and everything else. And it's all about, if we have a strong enough network around us and we're willing to get out there and take those steps, things can happen. And we're all about trying to get people connected and make things happen.
So today, Mandy, we're here for the first day of Meath Enterprise Week. Could you tell me a little bit about your involvement and AIB's involvement with Meath Enterprise?
Okay, so I met with Gary 3 years ago, and he had an idea for Meath Enterprise Week, and I said that AIB really would love to become involved in this, and we've been partners and main sponsors for the last 3 years. So it was a great opportunity for us to show our support for SMEs in Meath, particularly startups, and a great opportunity for us to work with the other various groups then in Meath, so with the Leo and with the Chambers. So it's just great, all of us working together, and we all have the same agenda. We're all looking to support SMEs and get things up and running and working well in Meath.
Mandy, can you tell us a little bit about the AIB Startup Academy Bootcamp?
Okay, so AIB have decided that they are going to hold 72 startup boot camps across the country. So we're going to have 4 in each local market. So as part of Meath Enterprise Week, I asked if we could have the very first pilot one, just to support Meath Enterprise. So the Startup Academy is, we run it with the Entrepreneurs Academy. So they facilitate it for us. We have 20 participants on each of the workshops, and it's aimed at startups who've been in business for between 3 and 18 months, to really just to support them. As part of our involvement in Meath Enterprise, myself and Gary spoken a lot about what it was that we wanted to do going forward and our vision for the future. So AIB are now partners of GEN, which is Global Entrepreneurial Network, which is a worldwide organisation. So we're absolutely delighted. This is what we've been working towards for the last 3 years, and it has finally come about.
And can you tell me a little bit about the involvement between Meath Enterprise and the AIB today?
So AIB are one of our main sponsors, along with Meath County Council, the local enterprise office, Cusack Hotels, which is where we are today, and this is where we'll have our main event tomorrow, the business conference and expo. AIB have supported and sponsored Meath Enterprise Week for the past 3 years. They're also a lead partner and sponsor for Global Entrepreneurship Week, which we are also a regional partner. And all these events today and this week here in Meath, but also other events happening nationally, are part of Global Entrepreneurship Week, and that is backed by AIB as a national sponsor. Global Entrepreneurship Week actually takes place this week in 185 countries all across the world. So it's great for the startups and the companies and the organisations that get involved with Meath Enterprise Week, because it gives them access to that global network.
Busy week.
Busy week.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, look, I'd just like to thank everybody, including yourselves, and everybody who's come out to support us. Get involved with Meath Enterprise Week. It's going to be a fantastic week, as it has been in 2014 and 2015, and we hope that it grows and becomes something much bigger and better in the future as well. So thanks everybody for getting involved.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Angela, we're here today at Vitos for Meath Enterprise Week. It's the very first day of Meath Enterprise Week. Can you tell me a little bit about your role in Vitos?
Yeah, I've just been appointed the new VITAS coordinator, so I'm delighted. I've been working in adult education for the last 10 years, and I just in this job now in the last couple of weeks. So it's a bit of a baptism of fire, but I've worked, I suppose, in different areas of adult education, and we're all part of LMETB, the bigger adult education branch of LMETB, and we have a number of services. I've worked in the adult learning service, I've worked in community education, and I suppose the VTOS programme is all about second chance education and giving people the chance to come back, maybe if they haven't completed the Leaving Cert the first time around, or if they want an access programme into university, or they want to do maybe the level 5, which is really why we're here today, to talk about the level 5 course.
Tell me about your involvement then with Meath Enterprise, because I know today we're here because of Meath Enterprise Week.
Yeah.
How are you and Meath Enterprise involved with each other?
I think this came about, the previous coordinator, Margaret Deegan, was approached Gary O'Mara, who's the manager of the Meath Enterprise Centre, about being involved in mock interviews, because again, it's trying to make the experiences that we give the students as real as possible. So as a potential employer, he was a good man to come along and chat to the students, and as with the relationship sprung up where both kind of chatted to each other, and so there was mutual areas of interest. So our level 5 students, who Gary would have been doing the mock interviews with, do cloud computing and networking and e-business, and part of that course they do a start your own business. So there's a natural link there with the Enterprise Centre. So I suppose Gary saw maybe an opportunity for the students to come in and network, and the Meath Enterprise Week gives students or the public or anybody the opportunity to get connected, I think is their byword phrase, and that they can link with other potential employers or people, similarly minded people, if they're thinking of starting their own business. So it's just to kind of broaden people's perspective and give them an opportunity to link, to practice their skills of networking, because I think, as a race we tend to stand back a little bit, so it's good to kind of put ourselves out there a little bit and to maybe germinate the ideas. Maybe they have these business ideas there, but to actually go and hear other people talking at the Enterprise Week. We have a day-long expo tomorrow in the Knightsbrook Hotel in Trim, and to get exposure to hear people who have come through their experience of starting up their own business, or just where, I suppose, in Meath the employment opportunities are going to be.
Caroline, we're here today on the first day of Meath Enterprise Week. You are here representing Leo Meath. Can you tell me a little bit about your role?
Yes, Gemma, I'm here representing Leo Meath, and we're one of many local enterprise offices around the country. And what we do is we help small businesses set up and expand. We help micro enterprises, that would be businesses employing from 1 up to 10 people, and we do this through a range of various different things. We offer grant aid for businesses starting up or expanding. We offer training, mentoring. We run the Student Enterprise Awards competition. We have a Women in Business Network. We run Ireland's Best Young Entrepreneur competition. So there's quite a varied range of things that we actually do for entrepreneurs in the county, and we're delighted to be part of Meath Enterprise Week. It's a really valuable thing for everybody out there. They get to see what it is that's on offer if they have a business idea that they're thinking of starting up, and they can see the range of services that are out there to assist all enterprises.
So Caroline, how can people who are setting up a business contact you if they need help?
The best thing to do is to have a look at our website, www.localenterprise.ie, and you'll find all our contact details on there. You can give us a ring, you can email us, or you can pop in anytime at all. Our doors are always open.
So Felicia, thank you for joining us today on the first day of Meath Enterprise Week. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
My name is Felicia, and I was a student of VTOS. For 2 years I did digital media, and then now I'm working with the Meath Enterprise Centre.
Fantastic.
It's a long journey, but it's a very good one, because I could remember the first Meath Enterprise Week that I attended was actually where I got the idea to work with Meath Enterprise, and the way the whole thing worked out. It was through the work experience. Gary O'Mara, the manager of Meath Enterprise Centre, came to interview us as students of VTOS, and after the mock interview, one thing led to the other. I got a work placement, 2 weeks work placement with the Meath Enterprise Centre, And then after that, I did job reach with the Meath Enterprise Centre for 9 months. And the rest of it is story. Now I'm working with Enterprise Centre.
And you're enjoying it.
Oh, I love my job.
So Meath Enterprise really opened doors for you.
Yes, absolutely.
Fantastic.
Absolutely.
We're here for a Brexit briefing. Both of you from very important chapters here tonight, the British Irish Chamber of Commerce and the Meath Chamber of Commerce. Gentlemen, can you tell me what it is that your roles are? Maybe John, you go first, your role.
Right, so I look after the British Irish Chamber of Commerce. We're a very simple organisation. We look after the interests of businesses who want to do or are doing business across Britain and Ireland, and that's a huge amount of companies. They employ over 400,000 people and they trade nearly 1.2 billion euros between the two countries every week.
And yourself, John?
I'm president of the Meath Chambers, and we're working with the British Irish Chamber and Meath County Council to help to promote the businesses here and try to find out more about what Brexit might mean and what help we can give to our businesses.
So this is a very important night then for you to talk and network and meet people that this might actually really impact.
It's a super initiative
Yeah.
by Meath Chambers and the County Council, right at the heart of Meath Enterprise Week, because there's a lot going on at the minute that, first of all, isn't known, so there's a lot of uncertainty. So part of our job is to help people at least know what we do know so far, to make a plan for what might come along, to think about some of the things they have to look out for, but also to think about some of the opportunities that will definitely come along, because Ireland is going to be in a great place as the only English-speaking gateway economy into the heart of Europe once the Brexit decision takes effect.
Absolutely. And is there anything that you'd like to add that you think people need to know about nights like this, Meath Enterprise, your chambers?
Well, basically, I think it's given an opportunity to the business people out there to say that they have someone representing them that cares about what they're doing, that cares to help to ensure that we find out how we can help those businesses to protect themselves from Brexit and maybe help to increase jobs here. That's what we're really about.
Joining me this morning. Just wondering if you could introduce yourself and tell me a little about your role in BNI.
Yeah, my name is Barry Maguna. I am the president of the Royal Chapter here in Navan. We're based here in Navan for the last 3 years. It's a networking organisation, so it's based at putting business people in contact with each other on a weekly basis to pass referrals. We'd have over 600,000 in referrals this year and over 700 referrals to each other. So it's the most successful type of this organisation in the world at the minute, and it's fantastic to be part of it.
Benny, thank you for joining me this morning. I was just wondering if you could introduce yourself and introduce your company.
You're welcome, Gemma. Benny Sheridan Insurances. We're general insurance brokers in the North East region, and we're members of the network group here in Navan since 2009. Networking has been very important to Sheridan Insurances during what has been a difficult time for most businesses. So relationships, business contacts has really been the difference of Sheridan Insurances thriving and progressing over the last 6 years. BNI is, you get out of it what you put into it. The people that get up and attend every Wednesday morning, they're here for 7:15. They're there to talk to other business people, and I suppose the giver's gain is the logo of BNI. And like anything in life, what you put into your business is the same you get back out, and we see that over the years as well. So I think also in an area like Navan, there's been so much change. Lots of movement, people in and out, like it's a commuter belt, but it's great to see the room full there this morning, so many new young energetic businesses looking to learn and meet other business people.
And especially on Meath Enterprise Week, it's important to...
Absolutely, I have to congratulate Gary and his team at Meath Enterprise Week, because it does help when the support is coming from Gary and his team at Meath Enterprise. It gives further energy to small businesses to go on and achieve stuff and get out there and do it, make it happen.
Absolutely. And it's obviously Meath Enterprise Week this week.
Yeah, Meath Enterprise has always worked in conjunction with us. Every year we run a week with Meath Enterprise, and it's again set up to put more businesses in contact with each other, to spread the word of BNI throughout the channels that we can't get to ourselves.
Right. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
We'd love to have businesses within the Navan area come and see us. Anyone that we haven't been able to contact, or anyone within the circles that we work in have not seen BNI, we'd love to invite anyone along to see us. It's well worthwhile, and we'll make you feel very welcome.
So good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and you're all very welcome here to AIB in Navan. I hope you're all enjoying what promises to be a great evening, and it's great to see such energy and enthusiasm in the room, which is really reflective of you, the business community, and the small and medium enterprises which are the backbone of our economy. My name is Gerard Corcoran, and I lead out the AIB businesses across retail and business banking for Meath, Longford and Westmeath. And on behalf of AIB, I suppose it's important to say that we're delighted to be associated with Meath Enterprise Week as their main sponsor and partner this year. And in particular, we're delighted to welcome you here to AIB Navan for the Meath Business and Tourism Awards 3-minute pitch. As I said, this evening is all about showcasing the best of Meath has to offer in terms of some fantastic local businesses that are really driving the Meath forward and driving the local economy. And just quickly to give you a sense of AIB's involvement in that, I suppose we have 2.2 million customers across the country, so we're deeply rooted at every level of the local economy and the local community, and have a long history with the business community. Locally here in Meath, we have a very strong retail and business banking presence across the county, dedicated relationship managers, dedicated business customers advisors, all there to support the local economy and the SME businesses and small and medium enterprise across the county and country.
The Meath Business and Tourism Awards, this is the 7th year. Ourselves and Meath County Council and our friends and colleagues in Meath Chronicle got together and decided what can we do to recognise all the fantastic businesses that are in County Meath. And it's grown and grown, and as I said, this is our 7th year. We've had some fantastic winners in the past, people like Tafe Park, like Meath Potatoes, who are now a sponsor, Hogan Farms, Brew Brewery, companies who have really shone in County Meath. We've heard about close to 30 stories tonight about fantastic tourism products, from places to stay, places to go, places to eat, things to do, new businesses involving everything from financial services to furniture to mattresses and wardrobes and dead insects, and we've seen that it's never too young to start, and that's for sure, with Kate and Annie from Fenue Health. All I'd say to you is we have these stories all taken together just show what a fantastic county Meath is as a place to do business. And maybe if we leave with a thought tonight, maybe if you all decide, is there one more thing in my personal life or in my business where I could switch what I'm doing to somebody in Meath? So maybe buy something from someone in Meath, use their services, buy your wardrobes, buy your mattresses, book your travel, go on your holidays, whatever it is. I think that would be fantastic. And I hope out of tonight comes new relationships forged between people who are here, because I'm conscious that many of you have never met, and hopefully the stories that you've heard have made you think, yeah, there's something in that, maybe there's something there where we could do business together. Maybe they've got something I want to buy, and from now on that's where I'm going to buy it.
Meath County Council is proud to be a major sponsor of Enterprise Week. Once again this year, we have a full schedule of panel discussions and talks themed around entrepreneurship and how to succeed in business. I would like to thank everyone who's given their time today and at other events this week. The benefit of their experience and insight is vital to the success of this event today.
My name is Orla Carmody and I'm going to be your MC for the morning, so I'll be popping up and down throughout the morning. We have a fabulous morning planned for you. Fabulous to see you here. I'm dying to get around myself and look at all the stands, as Maria said, and see what the businesses are. Meath is hopping, it's thriving, as we know. We won the Boyne Food Valley, the foodie destination series through the Boyne Food series, which is a fantastic achievement for a group that worked very hard to make that happen. Gary O'Mara and his team behind the Food Hub, behind the Enterprise Centre. We have great support from the banks, we have great support from the businesses
LinkedIn, Facebook and Shire. That leads on to the reputation of being different when it comes to winning more jobs. But it also means those companies will have a spend in our county and will employ other companies, which is already happening, and that's what it's all about as well. So keep up the good work. Thanks very much. Thankfully, we see all the time coming down in County Meath, and that's because of all your hard work and all the various companies of different sizes driving that agenda. But we know in government, our job is not to create the jobs, it's just to make it easier for you guys to try and do it. And that's cutting red tape, putting supports in place, and pointing in the right direction. But it's private companies like yourselves, like these young lads here in Path Pharmaceuticals going through the system, that are creating the job. So keep it up. Thanks very much. And again, Gary, thanks for all the organisation here today. So I might call Gary up now to start the process of the prize given to the student awards.
So basically, after much deliberation and discussion, however, the judges decided that on this occasion, even though, like I said, I think they're all winners and I want to commend them all, and I'd love to be able to give everybody something. The winner for this particular event for Meath Enterprise 2016 goes to videogrinds.ie, and that's the Video Grinds website and tutorial platform for educating junior cert students and supporting junior cert students. Grinds by students, for students. I think it's a great idea. The lads are making money and they're putting money in their back pocket and they're helping kids at the same time, and I think they should be commended for all the work they've put in thus far. Okay, so the Video Grinds could make their way to the stage along with their teacher and everybody else who come over here to do the presentation.
So first of all, on behalf of Gen Ireland, I want to welcome you all here today. Thank you very much for coming along. And as you probably are all aware, this week is Global Entrepreneurship Week, which worldwide at the moment there are 165 countries hosting events throughout this whole week, which engages on average every year about 10 million people across the globe. So it's we're delighted to be part of that. This is one of the flagship summit days, which is being held here in Ireland. In total, there's about 350 events taking place across the country, and we have a number of key strategic partners that have been involved in helping roll those out, including AIB, relationship here with the Dublin Business Innovation Centre, and obviously the Guinness Enterprise Centre today have been looking after us. Others of that include NASEC, and the NASEC group of enterprise centres have been of huge support to us in delivering a number of these key events throughout the week as well. So, and then there's the Cantillon Foundation for Entrepreneurship, which was launched earlier this year in September.
My name is Marie Helena. I also work with David Bradley, and we established GEN in Ireland last year and announced it. GEN is an initiative that's powered by Kaufman Foundation in the States, and also runs many programs underneath its platform. 19 programs or 20 programs worldwide now that they roll out, and we are a GEN affiliate here in Ireland of 160 countries worldwide. One of the biggest initiatives they have is GEW Week, and David talked to you about that. But the significance of GEW Week, we're sitting in it right now. This is one of the main events. And just to put things in context for you, why we're actually here today, we're very interested in the background in looking at how we advance and strengthen Ireland's entrepreneurship ecosystem. And one of the groups, which is NASEC, around enterprise centres here in Ireland, and the role of incubators and accelerators is of great interest to us, because we feel that, there's probably better ways of working together, collaborating together to strengthen their role more in a community way. And how do you do that? So we brought over here Dane Stangler from the Kaufman Foundation, who's going to help us today to moderate a session throughout the day with a clear objective, which is to look at NASEC as a group, almost as a case study of a kind of a new association, young association trying to formulate itself and become more meaningful, and how does it position itself within the ecosystem as it currently stands.
Good morning, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Joe Kelly. I'm the chairman, well, my title this morning is chairman of the National Association of Community Enterprise Centres. Our aim really is that we want to be the representative body for the community enterprise centres, trying to fulfil the member needs and contribute to and influence enterprise policy at national and indeed local level as well. And we want to take the concerns that centres have, the issues that they have, the hurdles that they're trying to overcome on board, and try and get over those obstacles as best we can. So I suppose to sum up on it, we would be of the opinion that our NASEC member CECs are assets and resources that should be utilised even more fully for job creation and business development. Our centres are willing to and want to collaborate with various partners for the benefit of mutual clients that we have, and for the benefit and outcome of job creation across the country. And I think that we bring a huge strength to the table with the offering of affordable workspace in a supported low-risk environment for the start-up or indeed developing business when all is said and done.
Gary, we're here to talk to you for a little bit of a recap on Meath Enterprise Week 2016. Now, it was the third year running and I think it was quite successful. Would you like to tell us a bit about it?
Yeah, it was our third year and it was a very successful week, I'm glad to say. We had a lot of really, really good quality events throughout the week, and I suppose to get the buy-in from all our sponsors and partners to the level at which we did, I'm very happy. We had events, for example, on the Monday with the LMETB, and that went very well in terms of supporting people coming back to work and possibly trying to get started in business. And it's a very healthy ongoing relationship with LMETB and trying to support what they do, and vice versa, which is partly what it's all about. We had our main event in the Knightsbrook Hotel, our business conference and expo on the Thursday, which was well attended, and some great discussion around some of the major projects we're trying to get off the ground here in Meath, such as the Boyne Valley Food Hub, the Digital Hub for Navan, and the Tech Hub in Kells. And these are projects that are being funded with European funding and local authority and Meath Enterprise funding as well, to try and basically create incubators and accelerators that can support kind of enterprise development and the development of startups and scale-ups in the tech, digital and food sectors. And then for the rest of the week we had various other events in collaboration with Meath Chambers and the local enterprise office and the Meath Chronicle. We had the Meath Business and Tourism Awards, for example. Now that was something new that we hadn't done before, so that went very well, and that was basically, we brought all the companies involved in the Tourism Awards sort of for nominations in to give a 3-minute pitch on their business, which was great to see the companies get up there and share what it is they're doing, and collaborate and network and kind of mingle with other businesses in the room. So that went down really, really well, and I was delighted to have that as part of Meath Enterprise Week. So all in all, it was very successful. The feedback has been really, really positive. We've certainly grown year on year, and I hope in 2017 we can kick on and come up with something new and something different to develop the whole kind of Enterprise Week portfolio of events. And I think the main thing is really about collaboration and networking, and for all of the companies looking to possibly locate in Meath or looking to get started in business if they're already from Meath, entrepreneurs, and all of the agencies and organisations that are out there to try and assist companies and startups and entrepreneurs, for all of us to be out collaborating and talking and networking and helping each other out and sharing information. That was always the purpose of Meath Enterprise Week from day one. And it's great that after 3 years it's become such an important part of the county calendar of events in terms of showcasing Meath for what we can do and how we can support people in business and drive economic development within the county and the region. So I'm very happy with it, and you know, looking forward to. I have a lot of people asking me what's happening in 2017. I'm still recovering from 2016, but yeah, we do have some ideas and plans, and the wheels are certainly in motion. So we're looking forward to getting started on that in the coming months. And if anybody's looking for any information or wants to know more about 2017, they can log on to the meadenterprise.ie website and get details and contact us directly, and we fill them in. So.
Thank you very much.